Sergeant the Ripper Jackson will be going to all GW stores and the online store in the near future. GW has released an article basically saying that this model that was once just going to be an exclusive release for brand new stores opening up is now obviously going to be shipped to every store and available to everyone on the online store. Obviously, the thing happened in the world and all stores closed, and now I think GW is trying to entice people to go back down to their stores, saying that a lot of them have changed, that, you know, they've put in procedures, best practices and whatnot, which is fine. I'd say to everybody, if you're thinking about visiting your local GW store, no matter where you are in the world, observe best practices, social distancing, face masks, all that good stuff. It's annoying, guys, I know, but it's there for a reason. Now, the model, Sergeant Ripper Jackson, is a nice looking model. Big ass chainsword, big ass bolter, and a human, what it looks like, in peak physical condition. Give or take the cybernetic limbs. Very, very nice. Now, new Catachan models come and go. You know, we've had exclusive Catachans before in the past. We've had Colonel Dylan, you know, they're basically what is Dylan from Predator, which is the Colonel. And, you know, Catachans, Space Marines, Imperium in general, that's not my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is Tyranid and G-Steel Cult. And for those of you who are eagle-eyed or just have eyeballs and looked at this preview, will notice that Sergeant the Ripper Jackson is resting her big robotic boot on what seems to be a brand new, unique Tyranid bioform, which I believe is what the new Tyranid Lictor sculpt will be in the future. GW don't tend to just do random things like this. They always leave little hints in artwork, little hints in off shots of pictures they release. They don't tend to make just one-off miniatures just for base purposes that don't exist somewhere else in their available range that you could use for your own armies. That's not their usual MO. So this thing is quite, for me obviously, Tyranid player, obviously what I think the new evolution of the Lictor will look like. The Lictors right now are firecast, so boo, that's shit. We want plastic Lictors. Yes, we do. And I think this is a step in the right direction. Tyranid Lictors basically are a warrior chassis, but they don't share so many warrior features. Obviously, you've got the big sort of praying mantis mandibles, which is basically the iconic Lictor weapon. But they don't have the same elongated, the same exaggerated chitting crown that most warriors have. And Lictor's being sort of like a warrior sort of bioform, or at least the chassis of, they should share that sort of the same trait that goes across the range. But what I'm really, really happy with is the inclusion of mandibles in the front of the actual face there. Because normally Tyranid Lictors, they just have the tentacles at the front for sucking out people's brains, which is fine. But the mandibles on this model is a nice, nice touch. People often refer to Tyranids as space bugs, but they don't have many bug-like features about them. It's just one of those things that always sort of bugged me. They're space bugs, but they're not really insectoid. This thing, having the mandibles at the front, sort of like a big insect, is a really, really nice touch. I hope it's an indication of how the range is going to go in the future. Make them more insectoid, more otherworldly. I always said that Tyranids are best when, obviously, they lean into, like, the eldritch sort of horror. That kind of thing, like no eyes, kind of like faceless monsters, tentacles. Really, you know, dip the toe into the Cthulhu sort of way of design. Mandibles, I am a big fan of mandibles. I think that if I could have mandibles now on my Hive Tyrant, I'd definitely have mandibles on my Hive Tyrant. So yeah, an excellent design choice. I hope this is going to be the way Tyranids are going to be evolving in the future. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. How do you feel about, obviously, GW using this as a promotion to get people back into the stores? How do you feel about Sergeant Ripper Jackson? How do you feel about this being potentially a new Lictor model? I could be wrong. It could be a completely new Tyranid bioform in its entirety. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But until then, I will catch you all next time. See you later.